What's going on, you dead set legends? Hope you have all had a great day. And I think in North America, it's Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all of you superstars out there. Anyone that is a father and you look after your kids really well and you're just not a dick. Well, happy Father's Day to you. And I hope you're doing well all around the world. But I'll tell you what, we had a great weekend of arm wrestling. Wow, we. Challenger Series, the Chad Shaw Challenger Series. I can't even spit it out. It was very exciting. Quick little apology. I just had way too much going on at home. Way too much going on at home. And it was really good. I'll tell you who was really good at the Challenger Series. Just this man with the wife beater on, working out his volume and everything. Can you hear me, John?
Hey, what's up, Jake? How's it
What's
going,
happening,
man?
man?
Not too much. Enjoying the sun in Florida.
Oh, well, yeah, you would do coming from Canada. Bloody hell.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's warm in Canada, too, but it's even warmer during the summer in Florida, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, beautiful. Hey, happy Father's Day, mate.
Thank you. You as well, Jake.
Yeah, ours in Australia, it's the first Sunday in September, Father's Day. But thank you to everyone that sent me a message. Well, if anyone saw what happened on the weekend, this man was ultra impressive. Just really, now you'll never get sponsored for stem cells.
I know. So I better not get injured.
That's what I mean. Oh, yeah, we've got Robbie Carstendike. He's just helping everyone out. He's giving away some stem cells, sponsoring events. And then John Terrian absolutely smokes him.
But all I can say is Robbie's a very stand-up guy, very polite. I could not get mad at the guy. He's very awesome. And him helping the sport like that goes a long way. He's just truly an amazing person.
Yeah, he is. I met him at King of the Table when he pulled Ray. Really good dude. Really good dude. So I'm sure he'll get booked on there. I'll say hi to everyone in the chat in the moment because I've got John the Savage Terrian, Savage by name and Savage by nature if you watch the Challenger Series. Mate, what was it like there? Because it looked incredible from where we were sitting.
All I can say is I've been to a lot of big promotions, and I don't want to take anything away from other promotions, but this was out of this world. So it all started from an athlete perspective. I can tell you, food wise, they fed us all weekend. We had food backstage, every dinner, high class restaurants. They treated us so well. That was amazing. And then let's get back to the event side of it. The event was very, very well organized. The venue was a very nice venue. It was big enough for everyone that was there. There was, I think, a little over 300 people watching. So the setup was just very great. Just even the walkout area to the stage was pretty intense. So as an athlete, it was surreal for sure. The crowd was electric. And that for me, because I'm a very explosive guy, having a crowd that backs me up like that goes a very, very long way to get me in the zone.
Oh, absolutely. I'm big on. I love it. I love it when the crowd is up and about. I think it adds value. I think it's very important. And it looked like some of the best crowd that I'd ever seen. And it went relatively quick for 15 matches.
Yes, it went super good. The refs were very good as well, except they messed up one of my pins. But anyway, so we won't go there. He came. I went a little too fast. He apologized after he missed it, but it's okay. But yeah, no, everything was well prepared. Every athlete knew when they were polling, so the schedule itself was very well timed. And having Devin and Travis as the commentators, how badass was that, right?
Yeah, well, even I have to admit it was awesome. It was pretty cool. I was there, I was there watching. I was like, yeah, all right, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
they're two power guys. Speaking of a couple of power guys, they look like arm wrestling's hottest couple at the moment. Eh? A couple of lovebirds in the house. Of course, we all know Chad Shaw. Now, if you don't know too much about Chad Shaw, he's got his own trading card.
Yeah.
That is very sexy there. And his
I can't
partner
wait
in
to get
crime,
one.
I haven't met Dylan, but you boys know how to put on a show.
Thank you. We tried.
It looked all right. When did it, just a bit to give everyone a bit of a background? When did you two get together? And you two, I mean Dylan and Chance. When did you two get together and go right? Let's show everyone how to put on an event.
So, well, first of all, a little bit before that, Dylan and I met because Dylan joined my arm wrestling team. Me, Matt King, Dylan, we all train in Daytona Beach, Florida, and Dylan joined the team like a year ago. Like, fell in love with the sport, if I can speak for him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and then so like he was really interested in getting involved in all things arm wrestling. So Ingen called me, said, "Hey, Chance, I have this idea about, maybe you can put on like some sort of East versus West brother event, if you will, or sister event." And I called Dylan. I said, "What do you think? Let's run this together." And then we just kind of took it from there.
Yeah, beautiful. And was it a requirement, if you're using the East versus West brand, was it a requirement to have 100 matches?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I just thought East versus West. Okay, they always have 15 matches, so I'll have 15. And like,
bloody hell.
What we found out, again, if I could speak for Dylan, like, whenever you start building a card, the matches add up so quick. You get excited and you're like, "Dang, I have 15 matches already." Like,
yeah.
In our case, we had over 15, and we had to trim it down. Yeah, we had to.
Oh wow! So Dylan, how many matches did you have in the end? Because you even had a pre-show match as well. So technically, like 16 matches.
Well, we got to 15 so fast. Well, I think we got to 10, and we're like, "Oh man, we're already at 10." And then we started adding more, and then before we knew it, we were like, "Well, now we want to put some women on the card, and we're already at 15." So we started going and going and going, and then we're like, "Man, this is going to be like a 12-hour event. People's going to fall asleep on us." So we ended up having to condense it, and now, as we've spoken and collaborated more, there will be a second one coming. So we're going to carry those matches over.
Yeah.
So then there's a good question here because this could affect John, because John had a great win. But do these results affect the official rankings, or is it just more of a qualifier platform? So it's like, holy shit, John Terrian's the man. Let's look at him at a potential future event.
Sure. So the way that I discussed this with Ingen is any matches that have ranking effect will count, whether it's at our event or his event. So, I'm not sure how it's going to work with Brad Grundy and Matt Mass, because Brad got that massive win. So if Matt is ranked, then Brad will jump him in the rankings. So anytime that rankings are affected, like the match would affect rankings, then it will, regardless of where it's at.
Now, with running an event, because anyone that runs events, I'll take my hat off to you. But when running an event, like someone like John that absolutely destroyed Robbie Carstendike, or someone like Hunter Knopf, who absolutely destroyed Patrick Berg, do you two have an obligation to apologize to the people that got flogged and just go, "Oh, boys, my apologies, I didn't get the matchup right"?
The way I look at it, if
Should have
you
been better.
Yeah, I mean, if you agree to a match, then you should come in prepared. And if you lose, it's on you for agreeing to the match. I mean, listen, I'll be the first one to say it. My best friend got crushed 3-0, and it wasn't very close. Like, oh no, I clicked out. Sorry, I tried swiping. Am I back?
Mate, you're a married man.
Okay.
Don't be on Tinder while doing a live show.
Yeah, that's the swiping.
Maggie's awesome.
But like, I'm not gonna apologize to Emil. Like, there's a better man and there's a worse man in the day, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, John, hopefully, because of your crushing victory, that we see you on more of these challenges series. First of all, very happy that we're getting another Challenger Series. And just letting you boys know I am available and I can find cheap flights from Australia just quietly.
We actually just discussed you.
We were talking about you at dinner. John was there. He can
Yeah.
confirm that. But yeah, like we're super excited, and hopefully we can get details for the second one. But we have to obviously have a meeting with Ingen first and iron out dates and things like that. So we don't have any announcements or anything. But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because there's 6 million events a year. But John, who would you want at the next Challenger Series? Was there anyone floating about at the event, or is there just someone that's getting in your agates that you just want to fucking smash on the table?
So worldwide, there is a shit ton of people I'd like to compete against, right? But I know Chance and Dylan did an amazing job putting matches together. I trust them in putting me against someone that's going to be a very good match. So I'm leaving that to Chance and Dylan, and I know they'll make a good decision.
Oh, wow. Pressure's on you two now, boys.
Oh, hell
Chance
yeah.
just said, wow, this is a bit awkward. Chance just sent me a message and he goes, Jake, don't ask that question. We don't like John Terrian. Oh.
Yeah. I was just
No one likes John Tyrion, so it's not a big deal, Jake.
yeah. We just took John and his wife to dinner just to let him down softly.
Yeah.
So who was the videographer? Because you guys decided two part question. Who was the videographer, and why did you decide to go off like a separate website to stream the event?
Sure. Yeah. So the broadcasting and the videography was all done by Robert Kelly and his team. Robert has been doing local level streams for us for FAL for a long time. We've worked together with him for years now. He's a good friend of mine, and so when we originally had this idea to produce something, I said, Robert, do you think we can take it up a notch? And he said, yeah, absolutely, as long as we have the equipment. So Robert Kelly and Aaron from Washington. I can't remember Aaron's last name off the top of my head, but they were the main two guys that handled it. As far as why did we do a separate website? It's just what worked out best for us. How do I word this? So, for example, if we do it on YouTube through like a pay-per-view system on YouTube, YouTube takes a pretty massive chunk of it.
Do they ever?
Yeah. So, like, finding a way around that, what's most cost effective and what gives the viewers the best experience was kind of the goal there. And so Brad Kelly said, hey Chance, I'd love to build you a website, and he mentioned that like the day after I found out about me doing us doing the Challenger Series. So it ended up working out. Brad built the website from scratch. Robert attached the stream to the website, and yeah.
So Chance, maybe can you take a moment to explain? I know some people are commenting about the issue. Some people had lagging issues during the event. Can you just explain what you explained to me at dinner about the cellular part of it and not the Wi-Fi?
So there were some people that were having lagging issues, and what we found out was what was causing it was the quality of the stream was too high for mobile data to be able to keep up with it, and we didn't offer an option to to downgrade the quality. So people that were on Wi-Fi didn't seem to have any issues, or that had hardwires, but people on data ran into a little bit of issues. So for the next one, we're going to make sure we have the ability to maybe stream in 720p instead of 1080p, and then you can select between those two options.
Yeah, right. Okay, geez, these boys know what they're on about. John, what were your top matches? What was very impressive for you at this event?
So I'll have to go with Matt King's match, first of all. Matt's a great guy, too. I knew from the second I pulled him at Chance's wedding that he was going to win that match. His style of pulling is very, very tricky. I forgot how to pronounce the other guy's name. It was very tricky for him. And, of course, next to no one believed in Matt. And even Matt himself, I don't think, believed in himself. And I told Matt before the match, I'm like, you've got this. And guess what? he showed a dominance performance, and I'm very, very happy for him.
Yeah, right. I'm not happy for it because Matt King's a part of the Florida Arm Wrestling League, and the promoters are a part of the Florida Arm Wrestling League. And of course, they don't want their men to look bad. So I think that Chance and Dylan just got together and said, right, let's give Matt a layup. And a layup he bloody took there. I'm not liking that. No, Matt King was spot on. Just did everything right. I thought he was brilliant. What else did you enjoy, John?
Honestly, there wasn't many matches that weren't good. Brad Grundy, another good example. So looking at Matt, I think he just has a bit of adjustment coming down in weight like this. I think with a few adjustment and upping his training, I think he'll come together. But Brad is a very smart puller, and he proved it once again. He did his studies, and he just blocked wall Matt, and got him pretty convincingly too. So that was another impressive match. Another impressive match was Emil versus Andre. I knew Andre was very strong, but I didn't know he was that freaking strong. Hunter Knopf, a lot of people were saying he's just a hype train, but he proved everyone wrong once again. He is definitely a killer. He has the motivation to go very far in the sport, and I'm rooting for him, except September he will totally suck because I'm pulling him left arm. Anyways, he'll hit a wall there. But besides that, I hope he keeps going with his training and keeps being a killer. Anyways, there's so many good matches. Overall, it was a very exciting day. Even as an athlete, I was just as excited to see the other matches than compete myself. So it was just a good day.
Yeah, Hunter Knopf looks like the real deal. I messaged him after his match. Yeah, he's a superstar. He's becoming a superstar, and I absolutely love it. Chance and Dylan, just a couple of little technical questions. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but Arm Wrestling Fan says you can't rewind or pause during the live.
Yeah, correct. So that is again. Sorry, I'm trying to plug in my phone. That is again one more thing that we need to address on the following event, just to add that option in. It's something that was a little bit overlooked. But again, these are the small hiccups that you have when you run a first event, and we're gonna make sure that the next one doesn't have these hiccups.
Yep.
There you go. And Bobo, you're Australian like me. I had a little problem with it. Ended up getting it in the end. But why can't you still watch it, Bobo?
Should be able to.
Yeah. So if you bought the pay-per-view, if you go to the same link, thechallengerseries.com/pay-per-view, all the footage is right there. So it wasn't available immediately after because it has to render. It's the same with any live stream service, really. But now it's fully rendered. The entire event is up and watchable.
Okay, brilliant. So there you go. So hopefully that answers your questions, guys. I want to know how on earth you got the money to get Travis Bagent to pull and commentate. Like, that's immediately 80 grand in the hole. Where are you getting these sponsorships from, Dylan? I don't want to put a stigma on you, but you got drug dealer feels, drug dealer vibes all over it. Nah, I'm only joking.
I'm going to step in right here. The only way to bring him, you bring him to the restaurant called BJ's. That got him horny, and he came.
No, but how did you? Obviously, Travis is driven by money, but why did you get Chance and Dylan? How did you guys get Travis to have a match at your event?
Very, very strong negotiation skills.
You do have drug dealer vibes, Dylan. I tell you, you've just strong-handed me. Do you have photos of my children? You just like, Ozzy, you will come to Florida for free. Oh, yes, Dylan. Yes, I will. Yes, mate.
See, Ozzy's coming to Florida for free, guys, now, so it's on video too.
Yeah, you're committed. That's a verbal contract.
I mean, hey, somehow Brad Grundy said he's going to start pulling for free with us too. So I mean, I don't know.
No, it was brilliant. No, I thought it was great that you guys did get Travis Bagent on, and I feel bad for Derek. We all love Derek, but yeah, it's madness. I'll start with you, John, but I do want to go around the room because one of the talking points was Auden Larratt. A lot of people like these shenanigans, and a lot of people hate his shenanigans. What were your thoughts, John? I'll start with you. What were your thoughts, just watching the Prodigy's show?
So I think he's doing good. Obviously, he has one of the best coaches in the world. I believe James was way stronger than Auden, but Auden worked the refs. He worked the techniques. He worked everything so good and managed to pull off the win just because of his smartness. And I think as he gets stronger and stronger to match that intelligence, he's going to be a total killer on the table. And that's not going to take very long because the guy's already 200 and what was his weight, Chad? Like 240?
235, I think, is what he weighed in at.
Yeah, that's crazy. So right now it's obviously like McDonald weight, but once he gets real weight on, it's going to be dangerous. It's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, right. What do you think, Chance? What do you think of it all?
I know Auden is receiving a lot of hate. He's also receiving a lot of love. There's
Yeah.
a lot. And the thing about receiving a lot of hate and a lot of love is no matter if it's hate or love, people are going to pay to watch. They either want to see you lose or they want to see you win. And I believe that Auden is doing an awesome job of walking that line of being loved and hated, just like Devin has always done. And that's only going to bring success to him in the future and success to the events that he works with. That's my opinion. Am I a huge fan of that part of the show? It's not necessarily for me, but from a promoter and an entertainment aspect, I think it's amazing.
Yeah. Look, I'm sure it's not for you until suddenly you get another 10,000 pay-per-views because of Auden, and then you're like, oh, you know what? Hey, not bad, young fella, not bad. What do you think, Dylan? You've got a no-nonsense approach about you. Well, what are your thoughts of Auden's behavior?
Listen, as long as that man sells, as long as he's making money, he can always come back. I love it. I want him to keep it up. And what's good for him is good for me, and he's welcome back anytime.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. He is getting a lot of hate, and some of that is stemmed from who his father is and things like that. But you know what? I don't think he crossed the line at all. From what I see, I might go back and watch it all again. He's trying to bring a bit of character and things like that for the sport. So I'm all for it.
I definitely don't see how anyone could think that he crossed some sort of line. There was nothing disrespectful or outrageous out of him. He was just playing the part. And, sometimes you have to play the part to get advantages in the setup or to get into your opponent's head. It's all part of arm wrestling. Arm wrestling isn't starting from the go. It's starting from, before the event even begins. So, I thought Auden did amazing. And one thing that people need to realize is Auden is very young. Auden is only 19 years old. So we have a lot of, grown ass men complaining that they don't like Auden and they want to talk all this shit. But he's just a kid. So, keep that in mind as well.
And he is still building his own character. So I know I've seen a lot of people say he's following exactly what Devin's doing. He's trying to be like him. Again, he's only 19. He will slowly build his own character, and it will be interesting. And like Dylan said, as long as it sells, whatever, right?
And you got to think too that the people that hate on somebody is because those people are not in their position.
That's exactly
they're
true.
just sitting there bitching and fucking crying because they're jealous and they want to be in that man's position, and they're not. So all they can do is be fucking little keyboard warriors.
And I can say he really doesn't give a shit about people that don't like him. He still sleeps pretty well at night, guaranteed.
He ain't losing no sleep over any of you people that hate him.
No,
that's right. And for me, I don't know. And considering it's Father's Day over there in the States, when I was a young fella before my old man passed away, I idolized him. I thought he was brilliant. Chance, you have an awesome relationship with your dad. So when everyone's saying, oh my God, Auden's trying to be like his dad, yeah, his dad's one of the best arm wrestlers in the world. Not a bad person to try and be like, you know what I mean? He's not trying to be like a junkie or anything like that. If he wants to be like his dad, to me, that is okay. That's I'm all for that. I'm all for that. As a Wrath, if I've said your name right, thank you very much for the super chat. He says it's time to implement professional fouls for BS like what happened at the end of round 3 of that match.
Yeah, that's when James like pulled his elbow off the back. My opinion, just real quick. I think that the rule should be changed. However, I don't think that people should get upset when the rules are used like they're written. So I see a lot of people hating on James, like, oh, like he, what a scaredy cat or whatever word you want to use. He's taking his elbow off the back of the pad, but it's like it's in the rules. If you're not taking advantage of the rules, you're not using everything that you can to win.
It's very true.
Yeah, Matt Mars did some professional fouls when I was watching. So
yeah,
he
exactly.
came forward, pretended to come in for a hook.
Yeah.
I like this one. Largy says, "I'm 7. I can criticize him." Okay, cool. So yeah, that's fine. David Schubert was in there, and he says, "Only thing that was missing was more cowbell." There we go. That's from an old SNL skit. Oh man, I see Auden like that in the setup, and I just want to pull against him. How do you get mad at it? Says my man Joe, which is in there. Bad Machines in the chat. He says alternative opinions are automatically hate. I don't think so, Bad Machine, but the majority is hate. I'm all for alternative opinions, my man. But yeah, everyone...
I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying like you're not a fan of the way someone does something. Like I said, I'm not a fan of it. But that is one thing, and then saying like, "Oh, Auden sucks. He's only getting matches because of his dad." Blah, like that. That is
Auden's getting matches because he's winning.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, exactly.
And shit, I'm going to throw it out there. I have 2 young girls, and I will nepotize the shit out of them if I can to help them succeed in life. So if I'm in Devon's position, I would 100% be pushing Auden Larratt to the moon. And anyone out there with children would be doing the exact same thing. So don't get too upset about it, guys. It's not like Auden isn't training. But enough about that. Let's talk about some of the ripping stuff. John, talk to me about Brad Grundy. He was fantastic.
So Brad Grundy, he may be a ginger, but he's one of the smartest arm wrestler right now. Brad Grundy will literally sit in front of his computer and watch every single second of that video of the guy he's pulling. He is totally a wizard, and I know that for a fact because I'm good buddies with Brad. He is just a very smart guy. He knew exactly what he had to do against Matt, and he did exactly that. And look what I got him. He was convincingly beating Matt, and if he keeps going that way, he will literally be top pretty shortly because he's on fire. He got the big win against Pavlo, and now Matt. Those are incredible wins. So I'm very happy for him.
Yeah, I'm buying stocks in Brad Grundy. I'm absolutely all over that. John, why don't you help Chance and Dylan out? Who would you put Brad Grundy against next? And everyone in the chat, tell me who Brad Grundy's next opponent is.
That is
everyone, get in there. Well, while you think about that, John, I'll just shout out to Neil's index finger, who's just become a banger. Thank you very much. I've got a good video coming out in the next couple of days on the members channel, so get in there. Joe Nelson reckons Frank Lamparelli.
Ooh, that could be good. That's I think that's tough for Brad, but I think it could be a good match. One thing is, I know Brad is trying to make his stamp on the 105 kilo, the 231-pound class, and Frank is a super heavyweight or 115-pound athlete. But that could be interesting.
Give him Lachlan Adair. Give him Lachlan Adair at 105.
So I just heard about a match.
Wait, is Lachlan considered a step up from Matt Mask? That's no hate to Lachlan, but
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I need to see how Lachlan would fare against Matt Mars. That's a good point. That's a good point.
yeah.
There you go.
And I love Lachlan, and hopefully one day we can have him over for an event. I'm just thinking, I know if I'm Brad, if I'm in his shoes, I'm trying to now take the next step up.
I thought we were going to do a 3-versus-3 against Australia.
Yeah, maybe we will. Maybe we'll
Where's
bring over
that
Ryan
bowling at?
We'll bring over Ryan, Lachlan, and Reichard, and me, Dylan, and Brad can tear him up. Florida versus Australia style.
Well, Australia win that 3-0. Easy. Like, that's easy. I don't. Yeah. Why are you doing that to yourselves, guys? Like, I like you guys. Like, that's cool. And your sunshine's cool and you got beaches and shit. Not like Australia, but whatever. So we got better beaches and now we're going to win the 3-on-3. Okay, cool. I like it.
Yeah, we just want to make Australia look good, so we have to make up because Paul Lynn made you guys look so bad, so now we have to do you guys a favor.
Incredible. Was incredible. But going back to Brad Grundy, because he was the man, I guess unless you're really in Brad Grundy's corner, you didn't really. Did you guys expect Brad to 3-0 Matt?
I thought it would be 3-0 either way.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think that there was a chance for it to go back and forth. I knew if Brad got his lane, Matt would lose. But I knew if Brad was blocked from that, he had no second option. Yeah, but wow, incredible performance by Brad. So proud of him. He made Florida look amazing.
Yeah. What did you think, Dylan?
I thought, and I'd said this on multiple podcasts, I thought it was going to be a 3-1, just like he did with Pablo. I thought Matt Mask would gain what he wanted, find his lane, and then Brad would adjust it, and then it'd be a clean sweep from there. So I gave Matt Mask the first round and then Brad the next 3.
Okay, yep. Well, it was, yeah. He was brilliant, wasn't he? He just really, really mastered. Wasn't letting Matt get away with anything. I thought he was fantastic.
But Matt's wanting to run that one back, isn't he?
Yeah, Matt told us at dinner. He said 4, 5, 6 months from now, we need to do it again. Matt wants redemption, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course. That's what we want. Will you guys release the matches on YouTube or anything? Don't tell me when, because people need to buy the pay-per-view and support this fantastic event. So don't tell me when, but where could people look out down the road?
Yeah.
So we will be posting them all on YouTube. I'm not for certain if they're going to be on my channel or on the East versus West channel yet. I don't have that answer, but they will be out on YouTube in the near future. Okay, brilliant. And then just having a look at some of the card. I mean, let's just talk about the Travis Bagent match. John, what was it like to see the legend Travis back on the table live in person?
It was awesome. Honestly, I was stuck in between. Is Travis really taking this seriously? Did he really train for this? So it was in between. He was going to kill Derek, or he wasn't ready for Derek. You know what I mean? And he's proven again that he's back and he's actually focusing. So now I'm really looking forward on who he has next on his target, because that was a very convincing win, and he was literally ready for it. So
yeah, he was huge. Chance, what was Derek like afterwards?
He was fine. I know a lot of times Derek can take losses to heart, but I think he understood that This is Travis Bagent's comeback. This is the left arm. Derek wasn't expected to win. It would have been a big upset, and so it didn't feel like he took it too bad.
Okay, beautiful. And what did you think? What did you think, Dylan, of Travis's performance and just Travis in general?
Well, the performance part, Travis did what Travis is going to do, especially on his comeback. It was always going to be, is this shit talking Travis that's just trying to hype up his name and then he's going to get smoked? And or do we have the old 2018 or 2016 Travis when he was reigning supreme left-handed? But as a person, man, he did our event a blessing. He was so good commentating. He was so good in the press conference. I mean, he has that saying just like Devin does, and just as Auden's finding out, he has that love-hate line. He's more towards the hate line. Not from me, but from most people. I love him because I feel like he's not a bullshitter. So I would absolutely have Travis Bagent back at any of our events to commentate and help with the press conference.
Oh yeah, Travis can tell a story how his son passed him some salt, and I would just be enthralled. I'm just think, like, really? What? He's a good storyteller. Probably the only negative about the press conference for me when I was watching it, one, went too long. I'm big on short and sharp. But two, Travis and Devin were too good together. So your athletes were talking to them and not, at times, each other. And that just happens with people that aren't, confident in speaking or not big on confrontation. But you could see them at times.
They're boring.
Yeah. Because then at one stage, Travis and Devin were going at it, and I felt bad for the athletes at the table, and it was brilliant. It was good fun. But the whole event was great. Where was the venue, Chance?
It was in Orlando. Yeah. So we had the host hotel, and then we had a venue about 5 minutes away where we shuttled all the athletes to.
The press conference was in the hotel room in the ballroom.
Yeah. No, I thought, and I like it that that you're trying something different with the press conference. Not because they're just first of all, there's no press, so I think we need to come up with a new name,
or we need to get some press.
Yeah, or get some press. John, you were a part of it. What did you think about the press conference?
That was great. I liked the face-to-face, like you said. My press conference, part of it was super hard to talk about Robbie or even talk shit just because he's such a great guy. You would have gave me a dickhead. Oh, man, that would have been perfect. The guy sitting right in front of you, you can just literally wreck him. So I think it's a very good idea. And less boring. I get your point of view that Devin and Travis might have stole the show a little bit, but like Dylan said, the boring ones, they had to make up for it. So in general, I think it's a good way to go to.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's different. So Joe was giving a good, he says, a press conference for me more hyped than any other I've seen. I like it. Even when Levan tried to crush my head, Joe, that's, get in there. Shane Owens was in there. Shane Owens is in the chat. He said the press conference was more terrifying than actually competing.
I feel the same way. Competing never bothers me, but press conference, I black out.
Shane Owens did very good, though. Like, he was always saying that he was going to be nervous and speaking in front of people, but he did very good.
Yeah,
I liked when him and Carl faced off. It was entertaining.
Yeah, I like Shane Owens. He lost too much weight. He's looking really good, but unfortunately, Carl was just a bit bigger. My only thing was, and it's only because I'm not from America, but Dane Sellers, mate.
That was perfect. Right back to Sweden.
We invented freedom. Come on, America. Don't call us stupid. America. Freedom. We invented freedom. America. Don't call us stupid. America. It's like a nervous twitch you guys have over there. Eddie, freedom. America. But I like that he went out there because I'm not from America, so it's like, oh yeah, whatever. We're pretty laid back in Australia. But I like that he grabbed the interview when it wasn't, grabbed the microphone when it wasn't his match. But then on the other hand, I'm like, oh, not sure, but no, good on Dane.
So can you imagine what McGregor would have said if he would have spoke shit about his country? I think Dane was very polite, and I think that was great. That was great.
And then
He called him a Swedish fish.
yeah, because of those lollies. And then Hunter Knopf's come in there and says, "You don't come to our country and call us stupid." I don't know. I just imagine everyone's off.
That was dumb.
You know what? Good on them. They're giving it a go, and there's little tidbits like that just made it interesting because I was there watching it. I was like, okay, cool. They're doing their thing, and then that little thing popped up. Beautiful, kept you engaged. I liked it. I liked it. So just a little bit shorter for me. But Andrei Sharkovic, I want to talk about for a moment. He's had a good couple of months lately.
Yeah, he's looked incredible. First the round robin, then the super match.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I really
beating Jerome Loud.
Yeah. East First West Finals in Florida, he beat Jerome Loud pretty handily as well.
Wow. Yeah. I thought Sharkovic was incredible. Because what Dylan, how much was Andre weighing? What did he come in at?
Andre came in at 231.
231. So 105.
Yeah, 105 kilos.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. I like that. Were you impressed with Andre, John?
It was incredible. I swear that guy is not human right now. He just the look of him. You look at him. He is so built. He's taking it seriously. Obviously, he's in the gym a lot. He practices a lot, and he showed us on the table yesterday that Emil is not a weak dude, and he made Emil look bad. So that just shows you the level that Andre is at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Is Chance, with the way the Challenger Series is going, and because I thought it was very successful, and I do wish that you guys were successful financially, of course. Chance, you and I go way back a long time, so I'm speaking from the truth. But is it like you win a Challenger Series and you're automatically booked for the next one, or are you like, okay, those bunch of athletes, great, let's get another 30 athletes in and then maybe pair them up at Challenger Series 3? I know they're big questions to ask 24, 48 hours after the event, but do you guys have a structure of what you challenge? And I'd like your thoughts afterwards as well, Dylan. Do you have a structure?
The truth is Dylan and I have already discussed a lot of this, so
we've already discussed potential matches.
Yeah, it's easy to answer these questions, but to answer your question, just because you win, it doesn't guarantee anything. However, if you win and you're entertaining and you're doing your job well as an athlete to push the pay-per-view and things like that, of course we want to have you back. If you show up and you get a massive win on someone that was unexpected, of course we're going to want you back. But in some cases we're gonna book you another match. In other cases, who knows? Maybe Ingen books you a match. Nothing is guaranteed, but it is just a way for us to put spotlight on athletes that maybe didn't have the spotlight before. You're gonna see new faces each time, and you're gonna see old faces each time. That's what I would say. What do you think?
Yeah, like kind of to piggyback off Chance here. We're promoters. We're going to take the exciting people. But people are like, oh, they only pick the exciting ones because they sell pay-per-views or they sell tickets. But guess what? When you're exciting, you sell yourself. And guess what? Your trajectory goes up. Your price goes up. Negotiation points go up. So as a promoter, yes, I'm pushing exciting athletes, but I'm wanting you to be exciting as well for your own trajectory and your own success within this sport. Because as we see, no one wants to sit there and listen to two guys thank each other and say, oh, he looks really good. It's going to be a great match. It's going to be a battle. No, I want you to motherfucker him and talk about his mom or something, come on.
Not about family. But anything else, yes.
No, me and Chance have already discussed potential matches, which we won't do any spoilers or nothing like
No,
that.
no, no, no.
We will have a mix. We will invite some of the ones back that won on this one. Then we'll mix in, try to find some new rising stars that are undiscovered. And then like on the third one, we have like a absolute category, and then okay, we'll skip this challenger series and we'll put them on the next one, and we'll start like mixing them all together. But we have some absolute yeses for the next one.
Yeah. Have you guys thought about, like, will it always be a super match series, or will you go, right, let's get the 8 top North American middleweights and have single elimination tournament and crown a winner, or are you just going to keep it the super matches?
So I think the main idea is to do super matches. I mean, there's a chance at anything. We could have a tournament before the event. We could do like smaller round robins, or 4-way battles like WAL used to do back in the day, or the 8-man single elimination thing. Like, anything is possible. That's the great thing about this, is we're not locked into any one format. But I can only speak for myself here. My main idea is keeping it super matches.
Yeah. No, that's not a problem at all. Nothing wrong with it. I just thought, because you guys, I know you're trying to think outside the box, and your first event was a home run. So yeah, just picking the brains at all. Roy Baker was at the event and he absolutely loved it. He was posting photos left, right, and center. He says, I'd love to see Hunter in the mix with the Europeans at 165. Dude is a hook machine.
Yeah, well, he just proved it. I mean, he destroyed Patrick Berg, and I don't use that word disrespectfully, but Patrick has had wars with guys like Coach Ray. He's done arm wars. He's done WAL. He's not new, but Hunter made him look new. So that speaks volumes about Hunter.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. David wants in on the action. He says, can I get in on a good match? Doesn't have to be a super or anything, just an opportunity.
Anything is possible.
So is it just go out and win? Like, go pull your weekly tournaments, build your social media. Is that like the best way to get noticed for a future Challenger series?
I mean, we've asked like promoters, because obviously me and Chance cannot monitor the entire North America. I mean, it's impossible. So we've asked promoters to help us. Hey, send your outstanding stars, send your state winners, send some of these states do tri-state tournaments. We try to pay attention to those large tournaments like that, and then Lil Ray Jenkins puts on these round robins. So we definitely pay attention to those. Oh, those are amazing. We pay attention to those. But for like local talent and stuff, that a promoter may seem like, oh, this guy's just undiscovered because he doesn't have social media or whatever. Send him to us. We will watch the videos. We take all things into consideration. There is no one that we're just like, oh, absolutely not, just because they only pull local. If we see talent that we think we know talent when we see it, absolutely.
Yeah, and also just to add on top of that, don't be scared to DM me or Dylan sending us match videos, or sending us, like if you want to do an interview style, introduce yourself. Like, if you believe that you can put on a show and you can perform well, send us a DM on Instagram.
But at the same time, I'm just talking about how I started. I see a lot of great talent that just hides in their little area. To be noticed, to have chances at big matches, you need to put in the work. I've traveled everywhere on my own dime. I've traveled everywhere. I've spent a lot of money, but that's what I wanted. I wanted good matches. I've put myself out there, and I see a big lack, like I said, of big talent that's just missing out because they're not doing that.
And also,
well, you entered the Arm Wars Savage search, John. That was kind of that's how I first, because John and I were helping with the Savage search, and that's how I first heard of you.
But before even Arm Wars, I've traveled to the States. I've traveled across Canada. I did my footwork. You know what I mean? I just didn't sit in Sudbury, Ontario, and hoping I'll get a big match. You know what I mean? You have to put in the work too.
That's right. That's right. And just quickly, I just want to share a few things on the screen. So that's Chan Shaw's Instagram. Slide in to his DMs if you want to go over there for and message. And then if you head over to, let me just share another screen. Where are we? And then if Chance thinks he's too awesome to reply to you, then you head over to Dylan's Instagram. Head over _ tattered fitness _ get over there and message Dylan if you think you got what it takes to be on the Challenger Series. And then if you're just someone that absolutely loves John Terrian, well, let's get John Terrian's Instagram on the screen there. Where are we, Johnny boy? There you are. Looking sharp. And get over to John the Savage Terrian. Follow him. He'll choke you. Don't want to be headbutted by John. Enter all that in. Go check the three boys out. That'll be good there. I did have a good question. Let me find it. Where did it go? So from Brian, guys, we'll go for about another 5 or 10 minutes. So if you've got questions for these guys, whack it in there and we'll get it on the screen. So it says, Engen said he let them use the East versus West name. Is there a reason why they didn't use another name for the event? Are Dylan and Chance the owners of the event?
Yeah, so Ingen did let us use the name of the East versus West. Like I said, Ingen called me and he was the one who presented it to me in the first place. Is there a reason that we didn't use another name of the event? I mean, we just talked about a few names and we decided on Challenger Series. But yeah, Dylan and I are the owners of the Challenger Series events, with the blessing of Ingen to use the East versus West name as well.
Because obviously, once you have the East versus West brand on you, you kind of skip that beginner stage.
Yep.
And you're already kind of projected upwards. And I'm just so glad that our show could show out the way it did.
Yeah. I mean, we really wanted to represent the East versus West brand and everything's Ingen has built and put it on a big stage. So hopefully everyone believed that we delivered on the quality of the production, of the broadcast, and of the matches.
Yeah, I think the majority of the feedback has been great. I know a lot of people I've spoke to loved it, so I don't think there was too much. Maybe I don't think people understand that you can't watch a live event straight after the event finishes. It needs to buffer and whatever and get back up on there. So yeah, unfortunately have to wait a few hours before you can watch it if you don't watch it. And I think the worst thing people are saying is you couldn't pause or rewind it. So there was only for me one glitch, and that was right before the Travis Bagent match started. It cut out, but we didn't miss anything. So
no,
that was cool for me.
We actually, as soon as it cut out, we had Devin say, "Hey, stop the match." No one even gripped up.
No one lost anything.
Yeah. We paused the event, got the live stream back, and then started it again. So we made sure no one missed it.
Yeah, beautiful. John, before we wrap up, mate, what is in the future for John the Savage Terrian for the rest of the 2024?
So far, I don't have many things planned. So far in September at Battlegrounds in Kentucky, I have Hunter Knopf left hand, and then I have Austin Tevis at 176 pound. It's for the #1 rank in North America. Yeah, so finally I'll be #1 in North America.
Love it. Love it.
But yeah, so that's pretty much what I have planned so far. Hopefully I delivered and I'll be able to be part of the Challenger Series again, because as an athlete, it was an honor to be part of this. Everything was incredible. I'm very happy with everything. So that's what I have planned so far.
Brilliant. And with you, Chance and Dylan, I hope I get the right answer. Will you two book yourselves on a Challenger Series?
I'll think it first. Okay, because I have gotten feedback on this from more people here in Florida that know kind of that I am new in the sport. I'm only 12 months into the sport, but I'm making progress pretty quickly. So people ask, well, why don't you? And I give them a very straight answer. Just because I own it or promote it does not mean I deserve the chance above other people. So I will not book myself until I deserve that chance. That's my
Okay.
answer.
Respect.
What's
Yeah,
your answer, Chance?
I mean, as far as I go, obviously I would love to pull in the event. However, it's just not going to be possible for me, and the reason is I will tell you that promoting an event is the most stressful thing I have ever done in my entire life. To have everything on this caliber, from the production to the broadcast to the hotel rooms to the talking to the athletes, like everything that Dylan and I have to do is so much stress. There's no way I could focus on having a match. So that would be the only reason that I wouldn't.
But if you want me to come to Australia and whack your boy Bowen, I mean,
Oh my God! Get in line. Get in line. The
I went
amount
on.
of
Wait, Aussie, Dylan has called out Ryan a couple times. Just let him know. Dylan said $10,000
to his zero.
I'd put money on that match too.
$10,000.
versus Bowen's $0.
And what does Bowen have to do? Just win.
Just beat me. Beat me in a super match.
Where? Will you come to Australia?
Should I? I don't know if I should say that on. Well,
Yeah, maybe we'll
there
have,
might be problems that I cannot come to Australia.
He
Gotcha.
might need to swim over.
Yeah, no, that is fine. Wow, okay. And 10 grand US is like 3 million Australian. All right, I'll let him know. Is there a weight limit? Talk to me. Talk some details, Dylan.
I'll
Talk to me.
tell you what.
No limit.
No limit.
No limit.
I was gonna at least try to come. I would like right now. I can make an easy water cut to 115, but he can be whatever he wants to be.
Well, he's down to 100 kilos now.
Yeah, hey, but how often do you get the opportunity? 10,000 to 0. That's pretty
That
good
never
odds,
happened.
huh?
But how
Well,
confident
that's
is the
brilliant.
man that's offering 10,000? Like that should scare the shit out of Bowen.
No, I don't think that would, but
Don't
10 grand. All right. Well, minus my 20% cut. So Joe's in there, says, guys, let Ryan go to 95 kilos. Yeah, but you know what? It's good. We're in winter here, so it gets a bit cold. We might put on some weight. Of course I'll let him know.
And by the way, I don't hate Bowen. That's not like me hating him. I just want to pull him.
Hey, that's brilliant. 10 grand. Shit, not many people are backing themselves up. That's for sure.
And Jake, if he comes down to 95, then I'll have to whoop his ass. So I think he's better off facing.
Right. First of all, everyone just leave my friend alone. Leave him alone. All right, hang on. Because I did a poll. We're going to leave. I'm going to do a new poll for 5 minutes, and then we'll wrap up. We're going to start a poll. Who wins? Ryan Bowen or I almost spelled your name wrong.
Dillon. Dylan.
Dylan
Williams.
Tattered Fitness.
I think you should have said instead, how bad will Dylan whoop his ass? 1 to 10. It would have been more.
Wow. Yeah, look, Chance knows better than anyone. I think about 6 million people have called out Ryan, and they want to pull Ryan. That's for sure. I mean,
Yes.
I get some in my inbox. They're like, Ozzy, I'm calling you out. I'm like, dude, I don't arm wrestle.
we
Not a big win if you.
We would love to have Ryan on the Challenger Series.
I'm sure Ryan would. Well, now Ryan's in talking terms with Engen. He can go back to East versus West, so he'd be allowed on the card.
I forgot about that. My bad.
No, he's allowed on there.
Okay.
Yeah, they made up because Ryan was at the last King of the Table. So
Oh, true.
Yeah. So that's all water under the bridge. Brilliant. But going back to my original question, promoters should never book themselves on matches. Never.
Yeah, it's too tough.
No, it's not too tough because it's two things. One, if you win, well, you've booked your own match. So you've given yourself a nice little layup there. Two, if you lose, how am I supposed to back this promotion when the guy can't even win his own match?
It's a lose-lose situation.
That's right. I'll tell you who didn't lose, though. He's just jumped in the comments.
Matt King. That's our boy.
The biggest rort in arm wrestling history was Matt King winning because he's a part of Florida, and these two underneath me are a part of Florida, and they gave Matt the easiest matchup possible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we just gave him some bum that has wins on Prudnick.
Yeah.
Super impressive, Matt King. Only having a laugh. You were super impressive, buddy. Thought you were fantastic, and everyone in the comments has done nothing but sing your praises, Matt, and you've won a fan in the Aussie Arm Wrestler, that is for sure. And I'm starting to become a fan of this Dylan bloke you've got with your chance, that's for sure.
Good.
But right, has anyone got any more questions for either John the Savage Terrian, drug dealer Dylan, or the tugboat chest? No, I'm only joking. Oh, the money man, the $10,000 man. It's the $10,000 man. I'll let Ryan know. Hopefully he replies. Everyone just saying great production, minus the bandwidth issue, which was good. But any final questions before we wrap up with these three awesome people? Looking forward to the Challenger Series 2, which is great because start again. It would be really hard finding dates.
Yeah. Like I said, we have to have a meeting with Ingen and discuss things like that because these events, now that there's so many high-level events, they need to be discussed so everything can be planned properly.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, I like this question. Match of the night. What was match of the night?
For me, man, I'm gonna say one thing first, but this is not the match of the night. Matt King did awesome. It was Biles. That was so great. He's my teammate. I love him. But like I said, I'm gonna cut it straight. Brad Grundy and Matt Mask. That just the atmosphere was so electric. It was like Matt King's match and then Brad Grundy just right there. So I'll give the edge to Brad Grundy and Matt Mask.
Yeah, I agree completely. Yeah, that would also be my match
as well.
Yeah.
So
the energy in the room was different when Brad and Matt were pulling.
There you go.
And Matt gave a shower to everyone. So that was just crazy.
Yeah, Matt spit on one of the VIP's legs on accident, and the VIP was like, "I'm never washing my pants again." So,
the real
brilliant.
VIP experience.
Yeah, exactly.
You're starting to win some fans over here, Dylan. Have you got YouTube or Facebook? Because we're sharing your Instagram before.
I have Facebook, and then of course I have Instagram. I don't have YouTube. My Facebook's just under my name, Dylan Williamson.
There you go. Tall Paul, get on it and get on it fast before he maxes out of the 5,000 friends, because I think he's winning a lot of people over at the moment. My man wants to know, is there a website for qualifiers?
Qualifiers.
Yeah. What do you mean, Mr.
Like
Brown?
East West qualifiers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on that. Yeah.
I know East versus West Arm Wrestling have their own website, and the Challenger Series have their own website. So the best thing is probably just keep an eye on those two, or the Challenger Series Instagram page if you're wanting to keep up to date with Challenger Series, or anything East versus West. Well, they're everywhere. So yes, and for the Challenger Series, everything I just said, go from there. Follow all their socials, Mr. Brown, and you will get it All sorted. Guys, thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm sure you're all hungover, tired, sore arms, and everything like that. So I really appreciate your guys' time.
Thanks
To
for having us
John,
on.
Johnny boy, massive win, super win. You know I'm a big fan of yours.
you.
Absolutely loved what you've been doing. Dylan, was awesome to meet you. I've become a fan. We can't wrap up the show because Brad Grundy's just jumped in.
Brad is like the king of being late to everything.
Brad.
What's up, guys?
Brad, turn on the light.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Everything.
The whole
We were
show.
just-
I was literally just wrapping up, saying goodbye. Wow. All right. Let's have a chat with Brad that just had a quiet win on the weekend.
Yeah, Matt was just actually here. We were just arm wrestling outside.
Oh,
guy.
so just an unofficial rematch.
Yeah, he killed me.
Mate, huge win. I think not many people knew just the talent that you have got. I, for one, was certainly wrong. I thought you'd probably need another 12 months. I'll put my hand up. Oh, not only was I wrong, I was really fucking wrong. That's for sure. You got the broom out and swept him. Huge win, man. Huge.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I think Chance kind of knew. Did you know Chance? What do you think?
I knew. I knew if you got what you needed, it wouldn't be that close. And I had a feeling you would get what you needed.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at getting what I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brad loves a triple cap. And when he
My
gets
hand's
that,
so
like,
small, I can always get it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Triple cap Brad is undefeated.
And how did you go with the kicking and screaming of Matt Mask? What's it like when you're on the other side of the table?
Well, he almost actually hurt me when he yanked my arm. My hand went like all the way under, and my elbow kind of got messed up there. That's why I got so pissed, because I thought he hurt me for a second. But I mean, otherwise, it's only an issue if you're losing, right? Otherwise, you can smile.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all. Why do you just shake
Yeah.
my arm in the strap in between rounds? Oh, no, that's cool, man. All fair game in arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty quiet once you start winning, but just can't lose that one. First one.
No.
Yeah.
So that's a huge tick, and has just propelled you in the top 15, top 10, or wherever Matt was. You go above him. What's the plan now?
Yeah, so I talked about it a little bit after the match. Plan now is definitely Bacho, if Engen will let me do that. Oh, hey Pablo, what's up? I do think that's the match I want, but right now we're talking about different names, so we'll see what happens.
Wow,
I can't
go
say
to the
anything.
poll.
Yeah.
That's all right. So we had a poll at the moment. 2 wins between Ryan Bowen and Dylan. Dylan's just offered $10,000.
10,000.
Who wins, Brad?
Oh, Ryan.
Oh, you piece of shit.
No. Dylan takes that.
So, and Dylan wins the poll, 51% to 49. So let's go Brad v. Barcho. Who wins?
Mm.
I'm gonna lose. I lose every poll I'm in. The last
But
4
you win
matches
every
I've had.
match, so who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Brad Grundy versus Barcho. All you got to do is just ring up Reno Masic, and he'll tell you how to beat Barcho.
Yeah, I cannot do what Reno did.
That was impressive. So then, like when you got the first one and you just realized that you could take Matt's hand, was that just your insides just having orgasms and going, I'm winning this match?
You know what? It usually doesn't hit me till like hours after the event. This time it hit me at the last match. You probably saw. I got really happy. I'm so focused and dialed in. I can't let anything go. Where I'm still trying to like screw him the whole time. I can't get happy, or I can't like have any emotion, because otherwise I might lose focus. Right?
Yeah.
So
And what were your thoughts on?
Yeah.
I was just going to say, what were your thoughts on the whole Challenger Series experience? Because I've been hearing but nothing but nice things. So I'm looking for a voice of reason in you, Brad. Give me the dirt.
Yeah, well, Dylan and Chance are on here, right? No, the Challenger Series. No, it was honestly. I mean, I've been to East vs. West, and I've been to a lot of events. The conference was the best conference I've ever been to. I'm not sure how it was on camera, but like live, it was hilarious. The
Yeah.
fun. The 1v1 across the table was really funny. Dame was really funny in general. The whole venue was great. Yeah, I like the whole thing. It was great. It was awesome.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So now are you still in the position where you're happy to take offers from everyone, or do you feel now that you've qualified for the elite tier now? Because you beat an elite opponent, so you know what I mean. You've beat elite.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's weird because I think I've thought this way. I think Chance has too, and a few other guys who know me. Like, I think I've been at this level for a long time. Probably since not the last qualifier, but the one before that. So probably a year and a half now. I've been at this level where I haven't really got too much better, but I've been elite for a while. I think I just think no one really knew about me.
yeah,
But
Well,
I do
one
want
thing
higher
I will
level
say,
matches.
Brad.
Now.
One thing
Yeah.
I will say is, for a while you've been pulling supers. At supers, I think there's a difference, but when you make 231, that's when I think you can bang with almost anyone.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that at 231, I mean, who's the guy? Is it David Dadikian?
Dadikian, Prudnik, Irakli. Yeah.
Okay, so
Reno,
Irakli's not even-
Bacho. Yeah.
Yeah, some of those guys, I think I can get a take, but Prudnik would be super hard. Prudnik really the guy at 105, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was talking to Neil earlier. I might need to go to Bulgaria for like a hook training camp because there's no hookers in America really. So I'm need for a month and go over there, figure that shit.
Yeah, we really don't have any true like dedicated hook pullers, and at
Just
least in
Paul
the
Lynn,
heavy
and that's
classes.
it. Yeah.
Most of us are posting top rollers.
Mate, I was going to say, I've been to America a few times. You got plenty of hookers everywhere. Like, they'll send you broke. Just go to Vegas.
They're not like European. It's different, right? Jordan Stonev and some of these guys are like so many levels above anyone we have. Am I wrong?
That flew over your head, Brad. But
yes, I think Brad didn't get this one.
I missed something. Sorry.
I'm talking about prostitutes, Brad. I was talking about prostitutes.
Oh,
not the same one.
This is a Christian household. I don't even recognize that kind of talk.
Late to the party, late for jokes. It's
Yeah, I'll get out of here. I'm sorry, guys, for keeping you on.
No, that is fine. And everyone just singing your praises, Brad. Yeah, it was a huge win, mate. Yeah, looking forward to what happens next in your career. According to the poll, you smash Barcho.
Oh shit! Am I overrated now?
70% think you beat Barcho.
That's not accurate, but I'll take it. Do you guys talk about Matt King at all?
Yeah, we just did.
what did you think, Brad?
That might have been the most impressive match of the night.
We had you match of the
Possibly.
night, but them a close second.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it was 3-0, but I mean, Vios is a real fucking deal, and Matt just took his hand like nothing. So I think Matt needs an elite level match now for sure.
I
was
have
the
been
biggest
trying
upset?
to tell everyone that Matt King's hand is world level. At that weight, he has as good of a hand as anyone.
Who would you match him up with though?
That's the question. Like, when I'm looking at East versus West rankings, I don't like. Do you throw him to the wolves right away, or do you let him test himself a little bit higher and slowly push the level?
See,
Not
I
sure.
think there is a few more guys in North America that could be a very good match for him.
For sure, yeah.
And then just feed him right to the top of the guys and see what he can do. But I believe there's a few matches. I'm pretty sure you probably know who I'm thinking about, who could be a very good match for him.
Yeah.
So do you guys think he beats Brandon Alcessor?
I think so.
Yes. From
Yeah.
what I saw on the weekend, yes. And I'm sick of Chance and Dylan giving their mates easy matches. So
Yeah.
I think Chance thought all the Europeans were going to win, actually. His mates were the Swedish guys, and they got screwed. So
Yeah. Listen. I favored some more Europeans than most.
I did as well.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I thought Patrick Berg was going to beat Hunter Novs. Vajos I'd seen in Norway a couple of years ago. Paul, I thought he was going to be too much. But that's what I love about arm wrestling, and that's what I love about my predictions, because I'll enjoy it more. Because I'll be like, nah, give Brad 12 months and then he'll beat Matt Mask. And then when I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, you'll be guilty. Here we go. So, like, I'm enjoying it more than anyone because I've got it wrong.
Yeah.
It was a bad day for Chance. All his Swedish friends, his sponsor, they got all screwed.
Wait. Yeah, yes, but also all of my Florida boys did amazing.
I know. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Chance just lost his dual citizenship to Sweden. And that's like they've just cut him off now. He's banned from the
Vajos
country.
did good left. They got one.
what do you hate? Eric Baldwin is at my house right now. That is the strongest left-hand guy I've ever felt. I don't know how the hell Cody Merritt beat him. Have you grabbed a Chance?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
He just
He's a wall.
He mad everyone left-handed. Crazy.
Yeah.
There you go. Right, we'll go around the room and then we'll wrap up. The Agent of Chaos says, did Travis do any after pulls? I'm curious of what people think of his upcoming East versus West match. Travis doesn't pull for free. So, no, I'm guessing no after pulls, guys?
No.
And then what's he pulling? Who's he pulling right on?
Sergey Kalinichenko.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, Chance, fire off. What do you think of that one?
I love Travis. I want to see him crush everyone. I think Sergey destroys him.
Right hand, yes.
Yeah. If it was left hand, I think that Travis would win for sure, but I don't think his right is there yet.
Yeah. What about you, Dylan?
I don't think Travis is right there. I'm the same with Chance. I think Travis should ride that left-hand gravy train and get back with it. I just don't see the point in pulling, left hand, right hand. Be what you're dominant at. Travis is dominant left-handed. Keep that trajectory going. Don't start fucking losing. Shit.
What about you, Brad?
I think Sergey's a bad matchup for him. I'm now wondering if I should pull Sergey, though. Is that a good matchup, Chance?
It could be a good matchup.
Big,
but again, I think if I was you, I would be looking to clean up the 105 category. I wouldn't be looking at supers anymore. Because supers, you have a 0% chance of being the number one guy, but 105, you do have a shot at. No matter what, Brad, you're not going to beat Levon. But Dadikyan, I don't know.
Wow, Brad's that good. Love it.
Brad
I
is
love
very
it.
good. Yeah.
Wow.
let's ask John's opinion.
So Pavlo reckons that Travis Left is amazing. Right, we will see. Now, this comment I actually love. Brad, can you start saying that you have Grundamentals? I think this is hilarious.
I've heard so many nuances on my name. I've heard Brad Gay Undies. I've heard, I'm trying to think of the other ones I've heard. I've heard a lot of shit, bro.
Gay Undies. I'm putting that on a shirt.
Matt keeps messing up my name. What does he say? Matt says Grundy. He's calling me that. He's calling my parents the wrong name today. This is Grundy. Yeah.
Oh wow! Actually, that was a highlight for me at the press conference. Matt's like, "Oh, I'm giving it to you." Oh no, my parents aren't watching. No, they're not here. They won't watch it later.
But they
did
won't.
come though. I was excited for that. I finally made it to an event. It was the perfect event to come to. So
Yeah, absolutely.
they were
Absolutely.
worried though. Me and Matt almost fought on the table. They were a little worried. And they were mad because like the music had some cuss words in there, and they were all like, "What's that?" And Matt screaming the whole time, and they were a little out of their element, but it's all right.
Oh wow, Brad versus Sandra. Someone's saying.
Good match.
Not right now. I need to train for that, like in
Nah,
Bulgaria.
Brad, it's a good match.
Yeah.
I think he hooks
It
me
would
right
be.
now.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so, dude.
You do what's good for you, Mr. Grundy.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
gay undies.
Yeah.
I think for Saunders, I'd really have
to
to go to Bulgaria and train with like Jordan Sonev and Savedon for at least a little bit, because
They're allowed now back at East versus West, I think.
Are they?
Oh, it might be a deleted live. I might have dreamt it, but I'm pretty sure I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure England did a live saying IFA pullers can pull at East versus West, just not WADA banned people. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, I have no
That
clue.
would change a lot. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Would it change
But
a lot though? There's like 3 guys.
Well, it's the whole
Okay, they're a good
Bulgarians.
3. They're a pretty good 3.
Yeah. Those 3 would. But like outside of that, I guess.
Yeah. No, but that's all right. But anyway, I could be wrong though. So yeah. And this is on the money, Roy. It says everyone in various live panels didn't give Brad much of a chance. Instead, he proved everyone wrong. He proved me wrong. That's for sure. I'm sorry, Brad. Can we still be friends?
Yeah, it's fine. No worries, Ozzy. Glad I can make you happy when I prove you wrong. So, no harm, no foul.
Okay. I won't cuss in front of your parents, so
That's perfect.
we'll get it in there. Look, these boys have been awesome, so we will wrap up the show. Guys, well, I'll try again before anyone else jumps on the call. Thank you all so much for joining. Make sure you follow all of them on the social medias, and a huge congratulations to Chance and Dylan for an amazing Challenger Series.
Thank you.
I cannot wait for the second one. Babe, we're going to Florida. They've just told me now, and we'll try and get that $10,000 match happening.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having
Good
us.
talking to you, John.